Good morning, lovely people. Welcome to Copy and Cards. I'm just getting up to shut my door. I left my door open. Hope you're all well. Look, sorry if I'm making you feel a bit sick. You can see my craft room. You can see bits of my craft room. See some of my stuff, right? Just going to turn around. I do apologise for all the movement. Here we go. We're getting there. That's better, isn't it? Hi Jen, good morning to you. I know that the dog's already in the room, so hopefully we won't have any more coming and going. Alfie's already in here, lead on the floor, trying to find a cool spot in my craft room where he likes to be when I'm crafting. I hope you're well. I'm just going to check that I'm live on my page. Oh, I'm getting all sorts of notifications. Facebook does change its things, doesn't it? Hi Jen, it's asking me if I'd like to connect my WordPress website to my Facebook. Well, there you are. Right, let's just reload that. It's just a bit slow. I think it's the heat. Good morning, Carol. How are you? Hope you're okay. Oh, everyone's okay this fine day. Morning, Philomena. Are you all right? Here we are, I'm live on my page. Oh, it's so nice to see you all. So nice to see you all. I managed to get in my craft room on the weekend a little bit and I was doing some great fun crafting, had some nice time. Normally I spend a Monday in my craft room doing Stampin' Up and working on that, but yesterday I had a very long day at work. I had to swap my work days this week, so I have pretty mega bags under my eyes because it was a pretty long day. Anyway, I am so happy to be back in my crafty space with you guys. Just the best. I am very well. Oh, thank you for sharing, Philomena. That's really helpful. When anybody does that, it really, really helps me. Thank you so much. Good morning, Jan. How are you? It's a stunning day. So yesterday I was driving around doing home visits and it was like, my car was telling me it was 35 degrees and I was in my PPE and I was the sweatiest blob out there. Today I'm all cool in my craft room. So I'm sending you cool vibes today. Keep cool. Eat lots of ice lollies. Good morning, Hilary. Eat lots of ice lollies. We haven't picked it up yet. We bought it last night from a local store. Paddling pool for the dog. But, you know, he's big, black, shaggy and suffering in the heat. So hopefully this will help him. Right, seems it's all about sunshine at the moment. Sunshine, we're having a very sunshiny day. I thought we'd bring you the sunflowers and a little technique on kind of no-line colouring in, no-line stamping. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but we're going to have a go and we'll see how it goes. I absolutely love these sunflowers. I'll turn you over so we can get started. Hope you're ready. Here we go. Here we are. I'm going to pop you into my tripod. I know I've used these sunflowers quite a lot, but I'm rather addicted. And the other thing is, I don't know if anybody saw any of my Facebook posts, but on the weekend we went to a local sunflower farm. They do a pick your own sunflower with a sunflower trail just 2 weekends in the year. And it was last weekend and it was just amazing. I've never seen anything like it. I love sunflowers. I was completely blown away. We spent like an hour or two in this sunflower trail. Stunning. So I need to say I bought a huge bunch of sunflowers. And we just had such a lovely time and it's so summery and a beautiful thing to do. So yeah, it felt like today's Coffee and Cards should be about the sunshine and sunflowers. There's also another reason. I'm just sticking my grid paper down so it doesn't move. The other reason is today, Stampin' Up have released a global paper pumpkin kit. Now, if you don't know what Paper Pumpkin is, it's a card making or paper crafting box kit subscription that is available in North America as a subscription. But in Europe, we don't get it. There's a whole logistics about that of getting it over here in a timely way. So we don't happen to get that. But now and again, they give us a goodie. And they've given us a whole kit, a global kit for August. And it's available from today while stocks last. And it's called the Sharing Sunshine kit, I believe. And there's a whole initiative going along with it. It's a beautiful yellow kit And the initiative is that when you've taken all your bits out and you've made all your cards, you reuse the box, it's yellow, and you fill it full of yellow goodies and you send it to a friend and share some sunshine with them. So I've got an example of it. Hold on a second. So my lovely friend Liz shared some sunshine with me. So we didn't have our paper pumpkin kit at the time, but she used one of the boxes that are available in our current annual catalogue. These are the little paper pumpkin style boxes that are available. And she shared sunshine with me, and she stamped this sunflower that we're going to be using for our card today. Hello Sunshine. And yeah, it's just stunning. And I met up for coffee with her a couple of weeks ago. We had a grand time. And she gave me this. I mean, how beautiful. So it's all about the sunshine today. And she found yellow things to go inside it. So we've got a caramel yellow chocolate bar. We've got yellow chewing gum. We've got sweeties. We've got a little box that she handmade with a tea light in it. With a yellow tea light in it. Isn't it fabulous? And she's also covered me a notebook in the Flowers for All Seasons paper in yellow. So how cool is that? And that's the idea, is you randomly send it to a friend, make their day and share some sunshine. And that's what you would use your paper pumpkin box for after you've used your kit. So they're available from today, the actual paper pumpkin and I'll box, and I'll share what information I've got in the post when I post it, and you can have a look at the kit. They do tend to go quite fast, so I'm not sure how popular this one's going to be, but I'm definitely getting mine today. So how exciting is that? So Liz gave me a box of sunshine. I'm so lucky. All right, so I've stuck my grid paper down. Let's just move. Morning, Honor, Mum. Sorry, I had a really long day at work yesterday, so I am at the stage of putting things in the cupboard that should go in the fridge, things in the fridge that should go in the cupboard. I'm at that kind of point, so I hope you'll forgive me today. It's a bit like that. So this is the stamp set we're using. Celebrate Sunflowers. Lots of sunshine ideas. Hello you too, Mum. My lovely Mum. Okay, so I thought we would use some Sahara Sand. It's a lovely neutral colour. Card base in my usual size. A4, scored and cut in half. I've then got a Whisper White panel, 1/2 centimetre smaller all the way around. Is that the right one? I've got a few out. It might be that one. That looks right. It's that one. So that's 1/2 centimetre smaller on both sides to make it fit. And then I've gone down another 1/2 centimetre with another Sahara Sand layer. And that's my card pieces. And then I've got one for the inside here or here. I think they're the same. Yeah, just to do my stamping on. And then I've got a piece of Whisper White to do my sunflower on. Now I'm going to move you a minute because this doesn't seem to be lined up very well where I've stuck my grid down, and I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see. So let's get that really better. It's not very good grammar, is it? But I don't know. Let's try that. See how we go. How's that, guys? Can you see okay? I've got all sorts of colours. So the trick with this, I'll show you what it looks like. I've been playing with these sunflowers. I'll show you what it looks like when you stamp and cut it out in black. If you stamp the sunflower in black, colour it in and cut it out, it gives you this impression. We're going to stamp it in Sahara Sand ink instead. And we're going to give a very faint outline. And it's slightly different techniques to what I've seen before, but I just thought I'd do it like this and see how it goes. So I've got my Sahara Sand ink. It's the same colour as the card base. I'm also getting a bit of scrap paper, so I keep my... Look at the state of my... Hi, Nicola! Oh, I'm glad you can see well. Thanks, Philomena. I've got my piece that I was using for my sponging, so I've got that out because I want to save my grid paper a little bit, because otherwise I get through so much it's not very good for the planet. So I'm going to put that under there just for stamping off on. Right, okay. I've got my large sunflower image stamp mounted on the block, and I'm going to ink it up. So how's everyone been? How are you coping in the heat? Are you all okay? So here we go. I'm going to stamp it off because I want my Sahara Sand image to be slightly less dark, slightly lighter. Are you all coping okay? Is it too hot for you or are you okay? So I've stamped it off there. It's beautiful, isn't it? Just going to move that. Throw it away. I'm going to cut this out so it doesn't matter where I stamp it. I'm going to stamp it again. Is it very humid there? Oh, that's harder, isn't it, when it's really humid? Ours isn't too bad, although I do think we're going to get some storms at some point. I keep getting little thunderstorm warnings on my weather app that pops up on my phone on dark skies. No, you don't like the heat. Oh, that's a bit light, isn't it? I think I'm going to do that again. I think maybe I stamped it off a bit too hard. I'm not sure if we'll see that when we've coloured it in. Yeah, I do like the heat, but to be honest, my my limit is about 29 degrees, and then I'm starting to really, I start to bemoan. Whereas before that, I just absolutely love it. 27, 28, I'm the happiest bunny alive. Problem we've got in our workplace at the moment is that the heating is broken. When I say heating, it's our temperature control. So I work in a premature baby unit and we have temperature controlled environment and it keeps it at a steady 26, 27 degrees. So it's got very hot in there at the moment. Good morning, Linny. Lovely Linny. I hope you're well. Are you all right, my lovely? Oh, that's better, isn't it? That's much better. So it's not quite as dark as that one. Not quite as dark. But we can still see the lines and it's not too light. Yay! Let's go with that. So we can move that out of the way. Now I'm going to bring some colours in. So it's not as harsh an outline as the black is. Where is that one? Again. I'll show you what I made or I'm making with that one. So that's how it looks in the black. I'm sorry you're working and melting, Lynn. I completely relate. And that's what it looks like when you stamp it in Sahara Sand. Right, here we go. A little bit of inky stuff happening now. So I am going to start off with the soft suede. So quite a dark brown colour. I'm going to go for the middle of my sunflower. And I've got my sponge dauber on my finger. This one I'm using for the soft suede. And I'm just going to ink it up. Quite a dark one. That's what you want. Dark in the middle. Like that. Okay, so done that one. And then, let's move that one out of the way. Oops. I'm going to go for this one, crushed curry. Crushed curry. So let's have a bit of that one. Just ink that dauber up as well. Just straight from the ink pad. Your knitting socks sitting in a shady garden. I do not blame you. Well, today I'm just doing one card for Coffee and Cards. It's very hot here already. I am then going to take a notebook, sit in my garden and plan all my crafting for the next few weeks and all my blog posts because I like to make sure all the blog posts are done so you can access all the things and get inspiration. So I'm going to plan all my makes and blog posts so you can see those and YouTube videos and things. Here we go. I'm just going in with this one. And I've been updating my blog, but not as often. I normally blog at least three, sometimes more often times a week. And I've been creating and posting it everywhere, Instagram and Facebook and in these lives and things, but I haven't necessarily in the last week managed to get all the blog posts out. So the content's there. I just need to make it more accessible. So there'll be a bit of that, a bit of blog catching up, and I do like it. It's like writing. So here we go. I'm just going in with a very light Daffodil Delight is this colour. So it's nowhere near as harsh as that black ink. I'm just going to go over it. So we're doing a mixture of blending with the sponges and the inks and blending with the blend pens. So that's our sunflower, our pop of colour sunflower. I'm going to move these ink pads out of the way. And I'm going to come in with some of these pens. Alcohol blend pen time. Love it. Love it. I'm going to sit down because I can actually see it. If I move there, I know you can see it. Okay. I've got a few pens here. I've just picked out what I have. So this one is the bronzer. And I'm going to use that just to highlight some dark areas in it. So I might just use, this might be a bit dark actually. Let's try it on this one and see how it comes out. It's not too bad. So the idea being just the bronzer in the middle. And then we're going to go and blend that with the crumb cake. Let's hope it blends okay. It's quite dark. Oh, I dropped something. Dropped my sunflower. Oh, it's very hot in here now. Suddenly it got very hot. Might be a bit dark. Okay, got the middle of my sunflower. I'm not sure I like that at all actually. Oof. I am starting to melt. I might redo that one. Not happy with how dark I've made it in the middle. I'm going to quickly redo that and show you what I was aiming for, because I've done this one already and I didn't quite do it in exactly the same way as I did it last time, which is not very useful, is it? Right, Sahara sand. Inked up. Put off lightly. Stamp it on. Can you see that? I'll move it up a little bit. Okay, there we go, that's better. Right, okay. Instead of sponging it straight away in the middle, I think I'm going to colour it and go over with the sponging afterwards. I think that would be what I'd want to do. Right, okay, so here we go. I'm going to go in with the light crumb cake. Around this edge. That's what I wanted. I'll show you my sample. I think they're all going to turn out slightly differently, to be honest. Right, okay. And then I want a little bit of bronze in the middle. I'm going to pick it out, pick out some of these dots. I'm just going to dot it and highlight all the marks that are already there. And then I'm going to go around the outside, just where these darker areas were on the sunflower. Just like this. Nothing too exact at all. Just give it a bit of shading all the way around. And then I'm going to come in with my sponge daubers and do the flower. Okay, a little bit more crumb cake. dry, same colour. That's more like what I was aiming for. I just went a bit heavy-handed, I think, when I did it before. So that's that one. And then we're going to go in with our sponge daubers, whatever I did with them. I've got daffodil here. I'll move my ink pad before I stick my hand in it. So has anybody got any plans for today? I'd love to know if you're up to it. Is anyone going to be doing any crafting? Is anybody going to be ordering the Share Sunshine kit? I can't wait. That one is not so saffron, crushed curry. So I'm just going to go around the edge of here with the crushed curry. Oh, the dog's dreaming. Can you hear him? Oh, bless him. He was doing that last week, wasn't he? He must be very happy in here. So sorry if you're going to hear him. You want to get through the day and you'll be ordering the paper pumpkin. Honestly, I completely agree with you, Lenny. I will be ordering the paper pumpkin kit and I will definitely be getting through the day. I'm quite happy. If I can find a cool shady spot. What did I do with my daffodil? Oh, I already got it out. I'm being a bit silly. But you know that already. You know I'm having a silly day, don't you? This one is Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to blend it in with my dauber. And then I'm going to come in the middle with the crumb cake a little bit as well and smooth out the pen lines. We went out for dinner last night and that was so lovely. The 6 of us, because Sarah's boyfriend Adam's here at the moment. So we took the opportunity, because it seems to be that we're not all together very much because everyone's so busy as always. So it's so lovely. Took the opportunity to all be out for dinner. So we did that. And that was really nice. We have a really lovely newish, it's been around a year or so, local restaurant serving really nice Japanese food. I'm just going to use this dauber. I'm just cleaning it off a bit because it's going to be Sahara sand and I don't really need it to be quite as dark as I had it. Yeah, Japanese food. It was so good. It was so good. So we were talking last week, weren't we? So we used the help out to eat out. It was just so good. Thoroughly recommend it if you're near this area. It's called Mia. It's our second or third time being in the restaurant. And we've had a couple of takeaways. And the takeaways are as good as the food is as good as it's sitting in. So there we go. We've got our sunflower. Oh, my Mac's turned off. I think it just went to sleep. That's fine. So I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting with the crumb cake, I think. And then I think we'll be done. Just a little bit. And we'll make our card with it. So, I'm sure your colouring will be better than mine because you'll take a lot more time over yours. I'll show you what I started with. So this one's much lighter and I actually coloured this one in instead of sponging it, and I did it with so I did exactly the same with the stamping. I stamped it in Sahara sand, but I didn't sponge it. I just coloured it in and I used So Saffron light and dark to colour it in. Which ones do you prefer, the dark or the light? And we'll go with whichever one you prefer, the sponged or the not sponged. And then I'll go with whatever you think. So, hang on. Let's find the comments again. I did go to the one in Aylesbury. Yeah. Oh, Hillary. Ah, I'm not sure. Maybe you don't have the right email address. I'll make sure that I send it to you. No, it's not a set menu, Carol. It's just their normal menu. It was just lovely. It was just so nice. But they're doing the Eat Out to Help Out offer, and it was just lovely. The light one, I agree with you. Lynn likes the dark one. Philomena likes the light one. Right, I'm going to go for the lighter one. I think I could have made a better job of this one. So let's do this one. This is one I did while I was preparing to come live. So let's grab, hang on, the dies, because I'm going to cut it out. And I put them ready with the stamps. Can I find them? Where are you? You're on my desk somewhere, sitting here. How is that? How can the dies have moved? Oh, because I put them on my big shots. Stupid woman I am sometimes, honestly. You have to laugh. We have to laugh at ourselves. So I've got, look how much I've used these dies. They're all over the place. Aren't they fabulous? Right, let's move that there. I'm going to use this big one to cut it out with. There's a way of finding the top and the bottom of your die, and I'll show you. You have, if you look at your die, you've got 3 more protruding petals in one place here, and those go near the bottom if you have this curly petal at the bottom too. So somewhere like this will fit. It says me. Hang on. No, this is right. I just can't remember. There we go. See? So these 3 protruding ones are near the bottom. Simple. And if you can't remember which way up you put you stamp. I always stamp my sunflower this way with these curly petals at the bottom. And then you could put a little dot with a Sharpie marker at the bottom there, and you're always going to have it in the right place. Makes life simple. Right, I'm using a bit of washi tape to keep it in place so that it doesn't move when I run it through my die cutting machine. Here we go. So I took a gazillion photos. It was Carol, she recommended me the sunflower place at Farmer Paul's Sunflowers. Thank you, Carol, it was fabulous. We went and we had a ball, and I took a gazillion photos. So I'm going to be making some fabulous scrapbook pages. Oh, Linny, catch you later. Thanks for joining us. Bless you. Morning, Lucy. It's all about sunshine here today. It's all about the Sending Sunshine Paper Pumpkin Global Kit that's just been released today. It's a card kit. Very excited for it because we don't normally get it in the UK. Only the North Americans get it as a subscription, as I was just saying earlier. But we've got this one, so I'm very excited to grab it. So here we are. Here's our sunflower, and I can show you now how different it is with when it's not stamped in black. Stamped in black, stamped in Sahara sand. Yeah, so it's just a different look. And this one's going to go on my card. And I am going to do some leaves. So I've got my mossy meadow, and I've got the rest of my piece of card. You don't have to die cut it out. You could stamp it onto the white, and you could just colour it in on the white if you didn't have the dies. There's always a way around. All right, so I am going to stamp some of the leaves. I haven't actually... Am I going to stamp? What was I going to do? I think I was going to sponge them. I grab my leaves. So here they are. I think I'm just going to do 3 leaves. In Sahara. Did you finish cleaning your garage the other day, Lucy? I think that was what you were doing. What a thing. I hope you're not doing it in this heat. I hope it's all done. 1, 2, 3. I might actually do that stamped off because that's quite dark, isn't it? What do you reckon, girls? Stamp it off? I'm going to do it stamped off. Let's find another scrap. I've got millions. Shall I show you something? I keep all my scraps of Whisper White. I use everything. I don't throw anything away. I have a scrap bag of Whisper White. It's a work in progress. Yes, I have quite a lot of that, Lucy. My spare room seems to be one of those at the moment. It will get there. Don't try doing it in this heat, whatever you do. That's all. One. Oh, that's better. That's the look I'm going for, see? Not quite so harsh. There we are. Oh, I do love this sunflower. I love it. I love it. I'm going to see what it looks like sponged in Mossy Meadow. Oh, I just threw my sponges everywhere. I've got a tin with them in. They're a bit noisy in there, aren't they? Lemon lime twist. That's an old colour. I need to get rid of that. Granny apple. No, not granny apple. But that sponge might do if I don't have another one. Let's have a look. I'll make do and mend. Yeah, there's hardly any ink on that one. We'll use that one. Let's see how this turns out if I just sponge it. Well, I quite like it. I've also got the pens, but did I get them out? Can't remember. Right. I'm not sure. Let's put this on here. It's better. Sometimes I'm winging it. Can you tell? Meaning that I know exactly what I want to make in my head. It's just not been on the paper yet. So it's prepared in my head. And I like working like that. I like to see how it evolves and changes. And sometimes I make the whole project beforehand. And sometimes I just know what I want to achieve. But then it's a little bit of a process, how it evolves. But at least you can see how I think. Not sure if that's a good thing. Right, so one more. Or I messed the first one up. The first one's a bit dark for what I want. So one more. So ink up sponge, take a bit of it off, soften it, and then just a light touch, because you can always add more ink when you're sponging. You can't take it away. That makes sense. There we are. So let's cut those out quickly. You watched the video on the present card. Thanks for sending. Which video, which present card? That sounds... Oh, Hillary made a present. Yes. Fabulous, that was. Right. Let's cut these out. Just lining up the die. Here we go, coming through. There's one big leaf like this, one big leaf die like this in this set, but there's a double small one. So if you stamp the small leaf and cut it out, you get two individual leaves cut out. There's also this nice veiny leaf that gets cut out. It's quite a large one. That's lovely. So I got one. Do it again. Oh, you got your card and things. Excellent. It's in his den. Perfect. Mine's on order, Jen. I have ordered the new cutting machine. I did take a while to order it. I was just very busy before I placed my order, but I've ordered it now. And yeah, just wait for that to come. I'm very excited about it because I need one. And it is, this time it is a need. So I need that. So I've been hanging out because I wanted the Stampin' Up one. So that one. Here we go. This one, last one. There we go. So I've got my leaves. 1, 2, 3 leaves. So this is going to be our front panel. So let's work on that and decide what we're doing. Oh, you're waiting for the mini machine to be released, are you, Carol? I'll probably be getting that as well because I think that will just revolutionise my coffee and cards because that's going to be transportable. I don't think you can't fit all the big dies in it though. That's the only thing you're a bit. I think it's going to take the little dies and it's going to take the little. There's some smaller embossing folders that will go through it, but for what I need, I definitely need a big machine, and my big shot is on its way out. But the little one looks amazing, and I'll be getting that. So if you're not sure what we're talking about, the Stampin' Up brought their own brand new die cutting machine out, like a similar idea to the other ones that are on the market, a bit like the Big Shot, but it's our own one. So that's come out for demos, so we're ordering that, and customers can order it from the 1st of September. But then it's brought out a little mini companion, and that's not been released yet. So as soon as that's released, I shall probably grab one of those for taking out to events, although I think you're slightly limited on the size of die, but for what I need, it'll be perfect for going out and about, I think. Now, I've got my dimensionals out. Where did they go? Underneath my other sunflower. Here we are. Your Big Shot's okay. Yeah, exactly. Mine's definitely seen better days. I have a couple of them, but yeah. This was very old indeed. It's a very old lady. Oh, I'm glad you liked your goodies, Lucy. Excellent. Excellent. Watch the replay of this Facebook Live at the beginning, Lucy, because you'll see a little box of sunshine my friend Liz sent to me. It's fab. I love it. Right, I'm going to place this one on with the sticky foam pads. And then I'm going to glue in my leaves underneath. I can find my Tombow. Here it is. Hello, Helen. You're always welcome to my party. You're not late. Come as you are. Come when you want. That's how it works. We are talking about sending sunshine. Oh, well done, Carol. It definitely does that. It tells you in the catalogue which ones will fit in the mini die cutting machine. And I cannot wait for the mini one because it looks so cute. So cute. Oh, yeah, just like rewind it or something, Lucy, and see that little box of sunshine that Liz sent me. Right, just going to stick my leaves in. I will show you those cutters in the catalogue now if you want, if I can find them. Because they're in our catalogue, they just weren't available yet. Stick that one down. Let's find them. I have my catalogue. Going to tell us here somewhere, isn't it? It's all the dies. We've got so many. Love, love, love. We'll have it. Oh my goodness, it's got a double page spread. All right, here you go. This will give you an idea. So that's our new, it's called the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And it's available to customers on the 1st of September. So it's like a Big Shot. We don't stock an embossing machine from another company now, though. This is our one. And I cannot wait for mine to arrive. I'm so excited for that. And then this cutest thing is the mini one. And it says, this cute machine has a compact footprint for easy storage and travel. So it's got an 8.9 centimetre platform. It works with many of Stampin' Up's smaller dies and embossing folders. And you can see the logo to determine which dies and embossing folders are compatible. It includes a mini base plate, 2 mini cutting plates, a mini embossing plate, and a mini 3D embossing plate. Yes, I suppose it would fit on your workspace very well. And I think it'd be perfect for coffee and cards for me. And this big one, the regular size one here, is it's a full 6-inch platform for larger dies and full-size embossing folders. It works with all Stampin' Up dies and embossing folders. Includes a base plate, a die plate, 2 cutting plates, and a speciality plate. Very excited for that. Anyway, so that was all that chat about the new machine. Okay, so we have got our sunflower on there. Now I am going to do sentiment, and I want to do Let's Celebrate You. I want it to be a birthday card. There we go. Now I am going to stamp this in black because I need a contrast. Have I got a scrap of white? I've got loads of scraps of white, as you can see. So yeah, I've got a little Ziploc bag and I keep all my scraps of white. Look, I even stuck my die down there. Okay, so let's stamp this in black memento. Whew. And then I won't keep you too long because it's so hot. And I know you just want to sit in the garden with an ice lolly. Oh my goodness, the kids gave the dog an ice lolly the day before yesterday. And we've discovered, not that he gets these things, you know, we're not that, we don't abuse our dog, we love our dog. But he did get an ice lolly and we discovered that he likes the pineapple flavour immensely. He just loves that more than anything else. So let's celebrate you. Oh, that's nice and dark, isn't it? Like that. Let's let that dry a moment. Scissors. And then I have got some of the beautiful bumblebee ribbon here. Love it so very much. And it's going to go on here somewhere. So I'm going to decide how that's going to go on there. But first of all, I'm going to cut out our Let's Celebrate You. Yes, I imagine actually that this little mini embossing machine is going to be super popular because in our big team group, a lot of the girls have said they're definitely waiting for this little machine. I think it's going to be great for people's workspaces. I've got one of those Raskog trolleys, if you like, but it's the Hobbycraft version of it. And my big shot, the top layer of the trolley is upside down. So you literally just flip it over when you get it, because they are self-assembly. They just screw together simply. But instead of screwing the top shelf the right way up, I just flipped it over and screwed it on the other way up. And it serves as a platform for my big shot, with the dies sitting in the shelf underneath. When I get my new one, I'm going to replace the big shot with my new cutting machine, and that's where I have it, so I can wheel it next to me when I'm doing lives, and it saves any workstation space in my craft room. So that's where my big one will go. And I imagine the little one will be for when I go out and it'll come out and about with me. So, a little bit of fussy cutting. What do you think of fussy cutting out words, ladies? It's actually a lot easier than I thought. It's quite fun and therapeutic. You just got to remember to leave a little bit of a white space around your letters and have a good pair of sharp snips and move the paper, not the scissors, move the paper where you want your scissors to go and not your scissors. Do you see how I mean? It took me a few goes, Jen, to feel happy with it. And then I kind of got a little bit more confident, and now I really like the effect, and I seem to do it all the time. I think it's one of those things that you find you love to do, and you have this little kind of, I don't know, I imagine it's just one of those fashion things, you know, you do it for a while because you love it so much. I really like the effect, and you know, if you don't have the punch to punch out the shape of the words that you've got, but you don't want it to go straight on, or you don't want just a straight rectangle, it's just a bit of an added option. Yes, I'll show you my trolley if you like at the end. Jan. Hi, Nikki. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Are you keeping cool in the sun? Right, we're going to have Let's Celebrate You, but I think I'm going to put a bow on here before I decide where to put the Let's Celebrate You. Oh, I'm glad, Mum. They are super sharp, aren't they? They're the best. Where's my washi tape? Yeah, because I've only got a million rolls of washi tape. I've got a little hook that I keep on the side of my Rastog trolley with a washi tape reel in it, and I was using it a second ago. There it is. So why didn't I put it back where I found it? That question, huh? Put it back where you found it, and then it'll be there when you want it. I like using washi tape on the back to secure my ribbon. Just because I'm lazy, it's a good way of doing it. Not lazy, let's call it efficient, yeah? I'm all for easy because it means I can move my bow where I like it to go. And also you can peel it back if it's not quite right, so that's helpful. Okay, it's a bit of a mess, my trolley, guys. It's literally, I just use it as is. I've not tidied it up, so I'll turn it around and show you at the end. You have to excuse the mess. I'm going to do a bow. Yeah, I love to use washi tape for all sorts of things. But I use it loads for that. I'm a bit of a washi tape girl. I have a nice jar of it on my shelf. We tend to get washi tape in the kits and all sorts of things. So I save all of mine when the kits are finished, and it just goes in the jar. It's something you laugh. I'm rather addicted to Yankee candles. I only ever buy them on sale, mind. But I'm rather addicted to Yankee candles, and I really like the candle jars. And when they're finished, I clean them out. And I have a really top tip for cleaning them out. And I store little things in there like my washi tape. And they just look really pretty. But my tip for cleaning out a candle jar, which you might already know, might not be news, but I love this tip. If you wash it out with hot water, you're going to end up with an oily mess that takes ages to... You can do that, it's fine, but it takes a while. What I do is I pop the empty jar in the freezer overnight. And then in the morning, I just stab it with something like the end of a knife that you don't, not your best knife, or a skewer that you'd use on the barbecue or something. And it breaks up that really hard wax and it all just plops out into the bin. Perfect, it's done. There's your jar ready to go. So we got that, and I need to put Let's Celebrate You, and I don't know if I'm going to put it down here, down here, down here. So let's layer it up first, and then that'll give me a better idea. I'm glad you like that tip. It's worth a go if you have candle jars that you like to keep. I mean, your normal, any old jar you would just recycle, but sometimes repurpose. There we go. And that one's going to go on there. I think this one's coming to the end. It's been very faithful, this glue, this particular one. It's been open a long time. There we are. Just love this sunflower. I really love that it's a little bit softer. I love the sunflower full stop, but I really like that it's a bit softer. I might just bring this down a bit. Will it move? Probably will. Yeah. Oh, yes. That's a really good tip, Jen. Yeah, I do that, Philomena. I've done that too. You just gather it up. And your wax melt. Let's take that off a minute. Decide where it's going to go. About here. So I changed my mind, look, because I've stuck it on with washi tape, I can. Let's take the washi tape off, and my Tombow had not completely dried. It does give you a little bit of wriggle room, but not for long, the Tombow. Let's have it up the right way. Put it back on. The only problem is I've now got gluey fingers. So maybe decide a bit better before you stick it down. One. The glued in wick. If you can't remove the glue... Oh, that's a good one, Helen, because I've had that before and I've ended up stabbing it and stabbing it and stabbing it and, you know, the wax around it. I mean, sounds a bit violent. And it takes ages. Oh, good tip. Probably just dissolves whatever adhesive has stuck it down. That's a good one. Right, so that's fine. That's just down a bit further than it was. What is that? Oh, that's washi tape. I don't really want that showing. I've got glue all over me, guys. There we are. So, pop that one on. If you don't like your bow moving about, just pop a glue dot underneath it. I quite don't mind. And I'm going to put the Let's Celebrate You down here. That's very gluey. So much for saving my grid paper today. Yeah, that's a good one too, Carol. Loosening up the wax. I just rather not have to mess with wax and water at all because I'm lazy. So lazy I am. But yeah, it does work. Right, okay, let's let that dry. Got a bit of glue there. Perfect. Happy days. Happy days, happy days, happy days. Right, this one's going to say happy birthday. I just need to find a happy birthday stamp in my collection. I'll do that at the end. Let me grab some stones. Let's have a look. What have we got? Oh, it's so pretty. I do like this. La la la. Right, I have got gems here. I think we're going to use... Can you tell that I... Oh, thanks, Hilary. Can you tell that I like the bumblebee colour? The water stays on the outside of the jar. Of course it does. Yeah, of course it does. But, yeah. Do you have any grease cleaning it out? I don't know. But it sounds like a good tip to me. Right, we are going to have some of these. Just to add a pop of colour that goes with the ribbon. Make that stick down a bit better. Stay down. Just to balance that out. I'm going to have to order some more of those in colour enamel dots because I'm getting through them at a rate of knots. Really like the in colours this year. Thank you, ladies. So the other thing you can do just to bling up a little bit is add in a little bit of this. Oh, Carol, there, that's the trick. The dishwasher, of course. Wink of Stella in your sunflower. There we go, a little bit of Wink of Stella, that'll dry shiny. Just make sure it's not brown. You can do some on the leaves just to add a little bit of a sheen. You probably can't pick it up on the camera. It's very silver, but it has picked up a little bit of the green there. So be careful when you're transferring to a different colour that you clean off your Wink of Stella brush because you don't want a green petals, do you? So yeah, you can just clean that off on your chamois. Mine's disappeared under everything. There we go, Let's Celebrate You. That's our card today. I really like the impression you get of the sunflower that's not so dark. So I'll show you the dark one again. So that's the one, it's kind of almost like no line because we, even though you can see the lines, we stamped it in Sahara sand. That's what it looks like stamped in a black ink. I've obviously used different colours here. You could use the different colours on there. I've used some pumpkin pie and some different yellows. So that's that. And that's our card. But let me show you. This is a project half made. Have you ever seen a tag book? So you cut out tags or a shape and you use it as a little photo album. Well, when I went to see these sunflowers on the weekend, I had an idea that I would make a little tag book of the sunflowers. So I have another one somewhere. I think I have 6. Hang on, here it is. 6. These are the pages of my tag book. And so I stamped it on Whisper White in black and coloured it in with my blends and cut it out with a die. And then I cut some cardboard, also thin cardboard with the die, and I stuck the 2 layers together and I inked the edges. And then I also cut out some in Sahara sand. So each has 3 layers. It's got the Whisper White stamp, it's got a bit of white cardboard, which is actually the backing card that comes with some of our DSP, the thin white backing. And I put another layer in the So Saffron cardstock, and I just inked the edges. And then I have made little pages of me and Jim where we went to go and see the sunflowers at Farmer Paul's Pick Your Own Sunflower Farm. And I made like a little tag book out of it. I haven't finished it because all I'm going to do is punch a hole using my hole punch and put a book ring in it and some pretty ribbons. So I've cut some of the leaves out and I've literally just tucked them underneath the photographs. These little photos are printed out with my little photo printer in a tiny size, and I've die cut them out to match this sunflower with the same die. So they fit. I just thought that was a fun idea. So lots of Jim. The children were still in bed. We went very early. They weren't really that interested, but we had such a lovely time. So it's a little tag book. So I'll always remember. So I'll pop it on my blog when I finish. Got glue on that one. I'll always remember it. I'll just leave it on a shelf and then you can flick through it. So I've got another little one that I made many years ago, if I can find it. Here it is. This is not Stampin' Up, God knows what, where we had a photo session when Sarah and John were absolutely small. I think John was, 2 or 3 years old, maybe 3 years old. And we had a photo session, and these are just some print-offs of the very small ones. And I made this tag book. So that's just a daisy with some stamping on. It says Love and Dream. And the idea is that you create all these different shapes using die cuts and ribbons. You just put holes in them and you tie them all together and you make a little photo album. So this was Sarah. I mean, she's 21 now. She's almost 22. Look at them. I mean, yeah, they were tiny, but I love this and I keep it on the side in my craft room, and it just is so lovely to look back. He was a knight in this one. Sarah was a fairy. He was Spider-Man. We had so much fun with that photo shoot, and it just reminds me, and I just keep it there. It's just so cute. So that's what inspired me to make one of sunflowers using these photos. So I'll show you that when it's finished. Just wanted to share that with you, that you can actually use your dies, make a little tag book. Any shape die, it'll work. Okay, I'm going to take you out of the tripod. I know, oh my God, so cute, isn't it? I'm going to take you out the tripod and show you my Raskog trolley. That's the Hobbycraft one because it's half the price, if I can get it out. And I do believe, I do believe that, I've lost your comments. Sorry, I do believe that they are back in stock because I had an email the other day, although I've had mine like a year or more. I do excuse the mess. I've got loads of stuff in here. I've got my light lead. So here's my trolley. I've got the rose gold one. On the top, I've got my Big Shot there. You can see that. So I've turned the top layer upside down. It just screws in. There's my spare glasses. I put them there in case I needed them. Right, there's my dies. And there's a lot of my punches on the bottom shelf. And I like the punches on this trolley because the trolley is very strong. If I put the punches in some of my drawers, some of the drawer bottoms will bow. So that's why I put my punches down there. And I just find it really useful. So that's my trolley set up, and I can move it to where I want it to go. And yeah, so there's my little bin, but I've got a little, ooh, it says I can't record when my phone's rotated. Sorry, guys. So here's my little clip that my washi tape sits on. I'll show you. So it goes in that clip actually, but yeah, that's just for sticking my dies down. So that's cool, isn't it? Brilliant. Anyway, let's turn you around. There we go. I hope you enjoyed it. For some reason, I can't see my comments and I can't scroll it back. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to try and turn my Mac on so I can see your comments. Let's see. Let's have a look. God, look, the humidity is getting to me now. Here we go. There. I don't have all your comments. I just got some on there. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, and hope the seeing the trolley was a useful thing. Yeah, I love mine. I'm going to put my new machine on there. So that was me sharing sunshine today. Hope you like it, and I'll be back on Thursday for some more paper crafting. Maybe it'll be a bit cooler. Who knows? Keep cool. Take care. Oops, there's the inside. And have a lovely day. Bye, ladies. Bye-bye.